Viewers of this channel say, in addition to their dogs and cats running into the room to watch my and hear my voice, apparently they consummate their love while watching me. Um, it's moments like this that I wish the scarf was over my eyes. Hey, good afternoon, everybody. This is LALATE Afternoons, and hope you're good. Thank you for joining me with your dog and your cat. And if you're having fun, I appreciate that as well. This is every day at 3:30 with the check, then hazard pay, then FPUC, and then pregnancy at 5:30. This is an incredible day where we have not one but two things on this video covered in a new stimulus bill. I mean, wow, it's like the jackpot. This video lately has been both rent aid grants and EIDL. Well, today a new bill was introduced and it has both rent and EIDL in it. I was just like shocked, and so excited for you. This is incredible, great news. So there's every day to go to the French channel and like this video. Would be today or like that. I guess I'm using the wrong finger, unless it's Pelosi I'm referring to. And then also drop your comments below. I might feature them in tomorrow's recording. Also like this video because it really helps on the algorithm. We're doing really quite well. Boy, I mean, what a day it's been. Oh my goodness. A new bill was introduced minutes ago and includes both a rent grant program and another round of EIDL. Is it grants EIDL in there? Boy, this is just insane. Let me get to the incredible great news. So there's not one, but three bills coming your way. And could there be executive orders? Well, more about that later. But wow, the three bills are from the Blue Dog Democrats, a Democrat bill, obviously that's why it's called Blue Dogs, and then a bill from the New Age Democrats as well. Those two groups alone are about 200 to 400 Democrats who are really just tired of the Temple Doom and say, hey, enough is enough. You need to get this done. Well, she's not happy. She is absolutely not happy that literally, if you go on the net today, there is tons, not just one or two, tons of second stimulus videos and news reports from every major broadcast channel about how people are just tired of her not getting things done. It's just not a good day to be her. And they're all trying to solve the problem, which is her, without dealing with her. And one of the problems being proposed and solved is by the problem solvers. They introduced a bill today, and it's 1.5 trillion. I told you it's coming. I told you about this group several weeks ago, not just a few days ago. I told you they went to Mark Meadows to go over preparation for the bill, that they got some great feedback, that they went to the Temple of Doom. She refused to meet with them. And today, when they had really just a big press junket about rent and EIDL, they had backdrops and flyers and posters. They had news interviews on different channels. What did she say about this bipartisan Republican and Democratic group? She called them a bunch of Republicans and called them the problem. Okay. King Crab is back. My goodness, what is with her? I guess she just wants to be seen as a mean person. Really awful. But what's incredibly great news is that there's two things in this bill that are specifically about this video: rental assistance and EIDL. Wow, just incredible. Let me get to the incredible details. Problem. This is what they write in the bill. Problem: because of COVID-19, fixed costs for individuals and families are often exceeding the ability to pay for food, rent, loans, and other necessities. So they've offered 15% WIC plus ups through March 2021 at $1 billion, 15% SNAP plus ups through July 2020 at $10 billion. And then here we go. And there's stimulus checks as well. Rental assistance for the most needy and other rent stabilization programs or eviction moratoriums through January 2021, $25 billion. Wow. Absolutely, absolutely incredible. I mean, what's so incredible about this is that, I mean, there's so many things that are great about this. One, we've not heard a Republican ever talk about giving you rent aid in just weeks. Well, actually, ever. Not weeks, just, ever. Ever since this pandemic hit, no Republican has ever proposed a bill that has rent aid in it. And I'm not talking about rent eviction moratoriums. I'm not talking about mortgage forbearance. I'm talking about rent aid. Here, they're offering $25 billion for rent aid to carry to 2021, January 2021. This is insanely great information, insanely great offer. Why is she not liking it? Now, ironically, as we sit here today, we have absolutely no idea how much her rent program is. I've been deeply critical of her rent program because we absolutely have no idea financially the numbers for her program. There's no less than what 3 or 4 other Democrat programs in the House and the Senate from other Democrats that call her program for rent under the HEROES Act ineffective, and they're doing other things, whether it's Harris from California, the VP nominee, or it's other people from the East Coast like Elizabeth Warren, or it's Maxine Waters. A lot of people have introduced bills in the House and the Senate. The Democrats say, "Hey, I don't like her bill. I don't like Temple of Doom's bill. It doesn't do the thing right." So, how much does Temple of Doom's bill cost for rent? Does she ever tell you numbers? No. What does she say? Children are hungry. So really exciting. The next one, this one just comes out of nowhere, no how, was EIDL. Boy, I'm just shocked. I opened this up because I almost did a cold read on it. I opened it up, I'm like, EIDL's in here? Problem. This is what they write. Most small businesses who receive PPP loans have been exhausted those resources. Many of them are still, and their millions of employees are hanging in the balance. Furthermore, many small businesses, distressed communities, and owned by entrepreneurs of color were unable to obtain loans through the original program. There's a lot more problems than that. Let me explain the other problems going on for EIDL. People can't get their loans increased. They're having problems with SBA just doing loan increases in general. This is something you're only going to hear from this channel. If you have a loan and you're trying to increase it, even if you've been funded, it's just really like a brick wall everyone's hitting. First thing. Second thing, the cap. $150,000 cap on EIDL loans. A lot of businesses qualify for more and need more. They're not getting it. EIDL grants. A lot of businesses applied, or individuals applied for that EIDL grant when it went live in July, never got a penny. A lot of people never got EIDL grants in July and June and August, a penny. A lot of people never got grants back in the spring either. They were denied because their loan amount was more than their grant, but they never got the grant, and when they did a recon, they still never got the grant. Then there's the issue of the remainder of the $10,000 grant for people who actually got a grant. A lot of people never even got their grant, which is really quite horrible. But then there's people that are still pissed they never received the remainder of their $10,000 grant. Well, here comes this. Boy, here's the solution. The solution is some EIDL. 95 billion. Wow. 95 billion in new money, parenthesis, 11 billion for CDFIs, 17 billion for small business and banks, 17 billion for small businesses, and 50 billion for EIDL. 50 billion's a lot. Also 240 billion for PPP, second loan, flexible use, full transparency. Forgiveness prioritized distressed business, and 145 million for remaining from PPP to be reapportioned. Really incredible. And 50 billion for target employee retention tax credit, and rectifying the Main Street lending program, which is just like, can we really rectify it? It's not quite clear what they're rectifying. The Main Street lending program is an incredible program that gives you a lot of money from the Federal Reserve that was announced on this channel before it ever went live, announced before this channel even existed, announced on LALATE.com, the website. And it's an incredible program established by the Federal Reserve to give you money in the form of like an EIDL loan, but it's called the Main Street Lending Program, and it's underwritten by the Fed, not SBA. It was a hot mess. It was like worse than, Temple Doom's hairstyle. It was so bad. No one applied for it. No one could figure it out. No one could get it. The terms were bad. So what did they rectify? The whole thing? Hopefully. So with this EIDL, is there grant money? Is there loan money? How does it work? How does it apportion? You know, we really shouldn't need a bill for something like this. You know the answer why. The congressional leaders told Javier Carranza, that SBA, well, small business subcommittee House hearing several weeks, come back to us and get more money when you need more money. Come back to us and get more grant money when you need more grant money. Come back to us and get more loan money when you need more loan money. And she just went home and bought some more scarves. It's just like, okay, really? And so as we sit here today, this is incredible progress. Incredible progress for rent and grants and loans and EIDL and all that. Now, there's so much else out there. I don't want you to think that this is the only thing to focus on, because it's not. You have two other bills coming. Blue Dog Democrats and New Age coalitions likely have rent money in there, and EIDL possibly as well. You have an executive order. A lot of people think that executive order is coming that would possibly have rent aid in there as well. But the big one is the world exclusive on this channel. All that money being held up in states, and guess what? They're supposed to use it for rent. Rent is among the items of eligibility that they have to use the money for, or lose it. Use it or lose it. And so, as I have told you, and I'm going to repeat it, Google your name of your state, the name of your city, or the name of your county, plus rent grant, and you can add in the word CARES, C-A-R-E-S, Act, and watch it all the time, because they're all launching these programs. They have to launch grant programs for rent now from that money they got under the first stimulus package, or they're going to lose it. City of Waco, Texas just announced a grant program for renters just yesterday. Absolutely, it sort of defeats the logic of why it's now, and it may be surprising to you that it's being launched now. So sort of put that aside. We all understand why it's being launched now, because they didn't follow what they're supposed to do. But it is being launched now for relief that you're entitled to. It's generally several months of rent, and it's generally not a few dollars. So go apply for it right away. If there was a day to go to the front of this channel and subscribe, it might be today. Go to the front and drop your comments below. I might feature them tomorrow accordingly. Also, like this video. The algorithm really likes it. We've been really doing quite well, about 25,000 views per video yesterday, so let's keep it up. Coming after this is Evenings LALATE. As always, stay informed, stay smiling, stay focused, and stay LA for more.